Hey, hello everyone. Glad to see you again here, and today will be our another webinar. So today we're going to talk about online store traffic and sales killers. So the specific of this webinar will be that we will take the real case and we will make an analysis of this real case. So let's move on, grab your seat, feel yourself comfortable, and let's get started. So I am a host, I am Webster, I am e-commerce expert and business development manager. You can read a few words about me that I have experience over 6 years in business growth and strategies. We have done hundreds of different projects related to the promoting website and e-commerce projects, and I hope so that you will be one of our potential clients as well. Today we have our guest, Aleksei Tarasov. He will also briefly tell a few words about himself as well. Please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aleksei Tarasov, and I'm a project manager with more than 7 years IT project management career. So as a dynamic project manager, I combine innovation with pragmatism. So I'm tried.
All right, thank you, Aleksei, for introduction, and we will not waste any second. We will just move on to our webinar. So today's agenda, 5 killers of the business. First, structure of the online store. We will make specific, let's say, attention on how to make this structure the best for your online e-commerce website. Then speed and performance of your website, backlinks, and brand mentions. Then we'll talk about technical errors and social proofs. These 5 killers are really crucial, so we'll guide you step by step how to avoid them and what solutions can we create to promote the website on the top of the Google and other searching engines. So this webinar is really special because we will be delving into a real case study. What does it mean? We have taken the 7 random stores, e-commercial websites that are selling goods, selling like clothes, for example, and we use the randomizer to pick just one of them. So we have taken this one website to make this deep analysis and to let you understand what mistake can be with your website, for example, with your platform, with your store. So this website, it's a clothing boutique. It was built with Shopify and it has 813 pages. So it's kind of middle-sized website. 90% of this webinar will be dedicated to common mistakes that kill the traffic of an online store. Why this is so important? Because the site traffic is like a fuel for a car. So that means that the traffic is everything. It makes your web store, like website, be on the top. If you're on the top, you have customers, you have purchases, and your business is growing. So we will focus on the traffic. Killer number 1. So structure of an online store. Let me just give you a little bit of theory. What is structure for an online store in terms of SEO engine? So you can read here with me. A structure of a website is like the foundation of a house. Just as the durability of a building and the safety of its residents depend on foundation, the positioning of web pages in a search results, traffic, and the user friendliness of a site, sales, depend on the structure of the site. Organic search is the primary traffic channel for online stores, and having the correct site structure is 50% of success SEO. So we are here for you to help to build a real organic SEO instrument to have your website on the top. Ideally, your site should be accessible to all potential buyers through all possible relevant search queries. Yes, and we will teach you how to do that. We will also let you know what will help you to promote this website. And killer number 1 is structure. So let's focus on the structure. For example, we have queries with different levels. Let's talk about that in more detail. So the first level of detail is just when you have one input. For example, you have a t-shirt and another input is for men. So it's gender. It's a first level of detail. Second level on detail is when you have like another input. For example, here is a style like print t-shirt for a man. It can be also another input like Excel t-shirt for a man or white men's t-shirt. But the point is that you have two categories. It can be even a third level of detail if you add something else. For example, a type of necklines like men's white V-neck t-shirt. So you have 3 levels of detail. So please remember that. That is very important for structure, because that will help us to understand in the future how it makes influence on the SEO, on the engine, and promoting your website to the top. To make this website visible for different detailed search queries, you need to create the right structure of an online store. So step-by-step guide. Please, Alex, you're here. Can you please let us know what will be like the definition of the best guide and the best structure for potential e-commerce platform and website?
Yes, lovely. So the first one, it's a collection and analysis of the search queries. So we studied how users search for your products. We created a structure of relevant pages while adhering to hierarchy, for example, the category or subcategory. So, and the third one is we design an internal links between the pages. And to summarize it, why it matters at all. So the more detailed search queries, the lower the competition. So Google won't display your site for men's white t-shirts unless you have a specific page dedicated solely to men white t-shirt. A category containing all men's t-shirts won't be relevant. In this scenario, is search engines.
All right. I'll have some questions to you. Maybe I'll ask a bit later after we finish with the structure. I think our audience also has some questions. Probably we will answer them after we finish with killer number 1. Let's move on. So we remember that we have different levels. It can be in 4 levels, 5 levels. Just if you have many inputs like man, printed, red, t-shirt, size. So it has different levels. So let's take our case and let's take this website that we have chosen and analyze it, whether it has pros, cons, advantages, and disadvantages. So we have a category here, t-shirts for men, gender. We have also the subcategory, print t-shirt for men, like style, gender. Also, it can be subcategory like men's XL t-shirt with size and gender. Another, it can be like with a type of necklines, sizes, gender, color, prints, textile, different forms, and so on. So to establish the structure of online store correctly, SEO filters are used here. And these filters enable the generation of separate pages for filtered products based on specific parameters or classifiers. The pages are then interlinked with a specific category. Each page has its own unique URL, metadata, and content. Search engine index these pages and individually. So can you imagine that this website has like 813 pages, and it is 813 different URLs, but if you make a mistake, it will cost like nothing for Google to show a 0 result. Please pay attention on this GIF image that is here, how we put the correct structure of SEO filters, that we choose the category, category is displayed and URL is correct, right? So now we'll go to our store, like blah, 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 something.com that we have chosen. So we don't want to promote any website or make a bad advertisement or good. It's just a case scenario that we'll display as an example for your store. So the site has filters. Also, you can pay attention on the GIF to generate separate pages for queries with specification like men's V-neck t-shirt. Also, the site doesn't have a separate subcategories for such queries. As a result, This website is not visible on Google for 2/3 of user searches. That's a really killer of this website. And this is very important, like another thing that I look at the next slide. Very common to set up filters that produce results with the dynamic URLs. It means that in this name of the website page, there is a slash, then question mark, sort, and the next like symbols, letters, and so on. So this is a mistake because such auto-generated pages are not indexed by search engines as individual pages. So what can be done here to avoid errors? Alex, please, maybe, I know it's just few words written here. Maybe you can add something here as well.
So actually, I think we have to continue with the speed performance in this case, because to avoid the errors, we need to have the right structure, and I think we can help with some audit of websites. And so,
all right. So the best thing for here is that you can just come to us, message me, or just send me mails to my email here. You can find the link just on the bottom right corner of this page, like webster@webmeridian.net, and we will prepare for you a free audit with all the reports, with all the recommendation. And then I just want to emphasize that it's absolutely free. So just send me your link, give me a message, and we'll make an audit for you. So that was about the killer number one. Killer number two, website speed and performance. Website loading speed is one of the ranking factors in Google. Google found that as a page load time goes from 1 to 3 seconds, the probability of bounce increases to 32%. As it goes from 1 to 5 seconds, the probability of bounce increases up to 90%. So the speed is really crucial here. Walmart showed a 2% increases in conventions for every 1 second of improvement to their page speed. Amazon reported a 1% increase in revenue for every 100 milliseconds of improvement for the site speed. This slide show you one more time that the speed performance is very, very important. So a few more numbers and we will move on to practice. According to a recent study, a 1 second delay in a page load time yields 11% of fewer page views, 16% decrease in customer satisfaction, and 7% in lost conversions. So about our website, just look at some circled lines here that I've done, and we will just let you know how it reflects to this website. So first, contentful point. Aleksei, please let me know, what is it? Can you describe it in more detail, please?
sure. So the first contentful pane, it's a metric that tracks how long it takes from when a user first access to page to when any content appears on the screen. So mean when the content is fully loaded and displayed on the page, and it's really important for that.
So it means like when I just browse the website and there is some gap when all the pictures and all the content is loading. That's the first contentful pane, right?
Yes, the whole content.
Okay. And the slower it's loading, it means the more chances is just I'll go away from that website. So it means the higher
on the bounce rate in this case.
Okay. Okay, so the higher is FCP, first contentful pane, is the higher bounce rate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll talk about that in more detail. What can we do here, Aleksei? What can we do? How we can increase the speed and low down this rate?
Sure. So in this case, we can make the asyncs. We can defer the attribute for the JavaScript and delay them. Loading third-party JavaScripts. Then we can make the lazy loading and optimize image sizes. This is a 4 base ways to optimize it.
Okay. Following the webinar, you will have the opportunity to request a complimentary audit to your online store, website speed, and performance. Surely we are covering everything, including that audit as well. I'll read few words for you too. For those keen in optimizing their online store, I will craft a detailed audit report coupled with personalized recommendation. Please reply me to my email after the webinar, or just email me directly at webster@webmeridian.net, and we will check out your speed, performance, and website as well. Killer number 3, backlinks and brand mentions. We tend to focus on the thoughts and actions of other people often without realizing it. Similar to humans, search engines evaluate the authority of a web resource based on various factors. Like, number 1, links from other sites, brand mentions across the internet, and brand inquiries. All these factors influence our ranking on your site. Second, links from other sites increases referral traffic. Yes. And third one, content across social networks, communities, and other sites contributes the frequency of a brand inquiries. And look at our case, look at our site. From the graphic, we can see that the number of sites referring to our blah, 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 clothing.com remains relatively stable over the years. So it's not good. The stable is about 0, so there is no movement at all. What can we do here? Aleksei, please also suggest us solutions in this case.
Yeah, sure. So in this case, we can place the articles and reviews with the links to your site, ensuring your brand is mentioned across the various web resources. So, for example, it's your audience, site credibility, domain rate, authority, trust, and high trust. So, as a tip, do gradually, incrementally to ensure that these actions maintain an organic nature.
Yeah, I think it's really important to make a note here that organic nature means we do not use the robotic tools and machines to just fulfill everything with the links, the website, just ask people, please write here, there, and just do a spam, because it will just make a very, very bad thing with our website. So it must look like natural. It's a long-term work and cooperation. And look at this graphic, how it should be natural. So it's growing step by step, day after day, week after week, and monthly and yearly. So but the result is amazing in the end. I mean, just after some time. Okay, great. Let's move on. Killer number 4, technical issues. Technical issues negatively impact search results, SEO, online presence, advertising costs, for example, landing page experience. For example, I will just also pay small attention here. If you have like some broken things, if you have errors or bugs on your platform, your website, your online shop and store, and Google knows that, and your website will not be promoted well. You will go down and down and down without even knowledge that you are struggling and your business is suffering. So you need some inspections of that. You need to discover and make investigation of that mistakes. Okay, number 3, user behavior also have impacts on sales and security vulnerability. All right, Aleksei, I give you a word. You need, I think, just explain us about the titles, headlines. How about this particular website? What is wrong here and what can we do?
Okay. So in this case, in our website, clothing.com, we can see that currently there is one big mistake. It's a hidden header. Text color, background color, it's the same. So user title, user decides within the first 3 seconds whatever to continue viewing the page. And in case he doesn't see the title, of course, that the customer could leave the website.
I think I would do the same. I would just leave this website. Okay. How about this screen? What is mistake here, and what should we do?
Yeah, so page pagination is not configured correctly. Duplicate content. If you check on the slides which I'm presented here, so you can use the site column on the Google search screen and check how duplicates your page actually. In this case, we can see that the content is duplicated. Uh, how can we avoid this? We have to show that the page the page is the same page in the Google. Please check also the description which I provided directly in the code.
Okay. I just want to get it right. Just look at the screen here. So like the main page has 379 referring pages, but number 2 only 3, number 3 only 3. What is that? Why we have these numbers?
It means that the content is not really duplicated. So we should be really careful with the whole pages which we show to the search engines. And in this case, we have to use the canonical system.
So it means like this system can just show and promote and just our main page, the story is different, right? Because it wasn't duplicated right.
Exactly.
Okay, that matters. Okay, killer number 4, technical issues. Please, Aleksei, keep going with another mistake here.
Yes, really happy to say this is a structured data. And in this case, the structured data is not really good configured, so product snippets and merchant listing. Adding the structured data can enable searching results that are more engaging with the user and might encourage them to interact more with your website, which are called rich results. In these two options, we can see that option 1 is our website, and the slide 2 it's the website from the eBay. And as we see on the slide 2, it's much more good configured and structured.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's easy notice that the structure is better. Yeah, great. Let me give you some example, the real case studies about what we've been just talking about with Aleksei. So Rotten Tomatoes added structured data to 100,000 unique pages and measured a 25% higher click-through rate for pages enhanced with structured data compared to pages without structured data. That's impressive. The Food Network has converted 80% of their pages to enable search features and has seen a 35% increase in visits. Nestle has measured pages that show as rich result in search have an 82% higher click-through rate than non-rich result pages. So please, guys and ladies, do not underestimate these mistakes. That is really important here as well. We go into technical issues and to another common mistake. Aleksei, please also help us to figure out what is here about.
The technical mistakes are just a tip. The iceberg, the health score in this case only 45 from the 100. The normal score it's 80 and higher. So in this case, the biggest issue that the score is not so good, the health score.
So our website that we've been investigating, just has only 45 out of 10. in this term, but 80% is much better. Of course, it sounds better. So how to do this, please? What are the solutions? What can we do?
Sure, the technical audit, it's really important, and applying then audit recommendations.
How often should a technical audit be done?
Before you launch the website, after update or changes in some code or on your website, and once a year. So just preventive check, is everything okay?
Okay, so that's really one more thing to again repeat that technical audit is highly recommended. Just whatever stage of your business is right now is the best time for that. In that case, again, I'm just honored to repeat, just please message me, send me a message, a note, and I will provide you an estimate. I will provide you the audit. I will just do personalized recommendations. After the webinar, you have the opportunity to request that, and I'll be more than happy to reply all of you. And the last killer for today is social proofs. That is also very important. So social proofs is a psychological phenomenon popularized by Dr. Robert Cialdini that describes our tendency to rely on the opinions or actions of others to inform our own. Let's read some statistics. 71% of people that are more likely to make a purchase based on a social media referrals. 91% of shoppers read at least one review before making a purchase. That's, I think, majority of people. Yeah, it's for sure it's me. 80% of US shoppers seek recommendations when making a purchase of any kind. 54% of people have purchased a consumer package's good after seeing visual user-generated content about it. And 63% of consumers indicated they are more likely to purchase from a website with product rating and reviews. That's obvious. So our website, look at our rate that is there in the bottom. Product cards have reviews, but this data is not displayed within categories as seen in the example of Amazon. This is crucial because most of users initially engage with product categories before exploring individual product cards. Solutions here, Aleksei, please, your final word here about this final mistake.
Yeah, so as we discussed before, that the configure review snippet and structured data as in a previous topic. Then the product cards in categories must contain the social proof, show how others use it. For example, the sound video about the product, and this also will be awesome. Create separate a section where user can view FAQ about the product and also ask their own questions, and offer the customer incentives to write a reviews exchange for something valuable. So this is 5.
Right. Sounds like you must do a lot of work, not just only launch the website, but really pay attention on the social connections, making video articles, posting, just ask people to promote your products and goods. Yeah, that's make a trust to the brand, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that, you're right, it is always a lot of work.
Yeah. So everyone, the last but not the least, thanks for being a part of our session. Thanks for attending for this webinar. If you are eager to free online audit for your store, please send me a message, just drop me a line, give me a call, email me whenever you have this opportunity to webster@webmeridian.net, and we'll provide you a complimentary audit. We will just give you a consultation to promote your website, your service, your store, and you will be on the top with us, because all our clients after the service, they feel the difference. So guys, feel the difference with that as well. Thank you for your attention. I hope this webinar was useful for you, and see you again, no doubt. Take care.
Take care.